Andrew McMahon in the wilderness, in the city, in a spacesuit with zombies on Broadway. Yeah, I'm just as confused as you. Hey guys, welcome back to another album review. This week I'm reviewing an album that you're all probably going to enjoy. It's none of that metal crap that most of you probably don't even like. It's probably an album that you've already listened to, and I just felt that I needed to review an album that most people would like, because gotta get them views somehow. We're reviewing the album Zombies on Broadway by Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness. Came out a couple weeks ago, I believe. For those of you that don't know, Andrew McMahon is actually the former leader of Jack's Mannequin and Something Corporate. I actually listened to Jack's Mannequin when I was in high school. He broke up that band for health reasons. I believe it was because he had leukemia, and he just didn't feel like Jack's Mannequin was going in the way that he wanted to, and he formed Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness, his solo act, in 2014, and has been going with that moniker since then. He's been gaining a lot of traction. Last year he toured with Panic at the Disco and Weezer, which is a pretty big show. Good for him. But let's get on into the album. Right off the bat, I just want to say that you would think that Andrew McMahon is from Brooklyn because of how many times he references Brooklyn in this album, but he's actually from Massachusetts, which is just kind of a little funny thing to me. You'll probably recognize Andrew McMahon's hit single about Cecilia and the Satellite. I know you know that song. It's played on the radio all the time. It's really annoying to me, but that's the song that most people are going to know him by. I think it's kind of what lifted his career and got him as famous as he is today. So that's just a little background. I'll link to that song because that's the one you're going to know, and then you can check out his other stuff. Zombies on Broadway consists of 11 tracks, one of them just being an intro track, which isn't really that interesting to me. They start right off in song number 2, where there's actually, words and stuff with kind of some pop rapping, is what I would call it. It's kind of got that 21 Pilots vibe to it, which I think 21 Pilots does it better, but Andrew McMahon takes a stab at it in this song. It's an alright song. The chorus is kind of lackluster. He just repeats, "Brooklyn, you're killing me." And in my opinion, a lot of the choruses on this album were a little lackluster, but that's just my opinion. There's not much guitar on this album, which is kind of disappointing to me as a guitarist. But, it's kind of your typical pop record where there's a lot of piano, some really strong beats, kind of just your typical mainstream pop record. There are 2 music videos for this album. One of them is going to be for Fire Escape, which is their lead single, and you've probably heard it already. And the other one is Don't Speak For Me, which I personally believe is probably my favorite song on this album. It's my favorite song, even though that chorus is also lackluster. He kind of just repeats "it's true" over and over again with it's like a big chorus singing it. But I really like the overall vibe of Don't Speak For Me. It's kind of a big fuck you song that most people look for in today's popular music, with one of the lines being, "Every day I find myself a little bit stronger than I was with you," which is a pretty good lyric in my opinion, as far as saying screw you to someone. So I'll link to those 2 music videos down below, and you can check those out. I always prefer checking out new bands with music videos to see their creative output visually as well as through audio, so hope you guys check those out. If you guys are looking for a song where Andrew McMahon sounds more like Jack's Mannequin, how he did back in the day, I would definitely recommend checking out Birthday Song. It closes out the album, and I think it has the biggest Jack's Mannequin vibe in it, so go ahead and check that out if that's what you're looking for. So yeah guys, that's kind of my review of the album. It's pretty radio friendly and very poppy, so the typical pop music fan is gonna really enjoy it. I don't personally listen to the radio, so I hadn't heard a lot of these songs, but you've probably heard some of them on the radio. Again, it's not a bad album. I'll probably revisit it at some point throughout the year, and a lot of these songs do make you kind of want to bump your head and dance around a little bit, which leads me to my next point, which is saying that this album would probably be really fun to listen to live. And it turns out that Andrew McMahon is touring right now with a couple of acts, and he's headlining, except for some reason at the Boulder show near me, he's not headlining. He's third on the bill for that show. I'm not sure if the Spotify concert feature is just lying to me or what, but it says that he's third on the bill for that show, which is kind of weird. But I'm actually considering going to check it out. I don't go to many pop shows, so I don't know. I guess I'll go see what it's like at those shows. I'm sure it's going to be nowhere near how metal shows are, but I guess I'll go check it out and see how that goes. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Check out some of my other content. If you liked it, go ahead and drop a like down below. And sub, of course. And I do have a big announcement. It's kind of the first of 3 future announcements. When I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to be doing something pretty special for all of my listeners and my subscribers, and I'm not going to reveal what that is until I hit 50 subs. So share this video, send it out to your musical friends, and let's get to at least 50 so you can know what you can potentially win at 100. And let's just get there, and it's going to be a pretty fun time. I think you guys are going to like what I'm going to be doing for you guys as fans and listeners of my stuff. So again, like and subscribe. Thanks for checking it out. Watch some other videos, and we'll talk later. See ya.